Aloha, beautiful cosmic fam. Miss Luminosity Crystalline here, doing a little drop-in, a little love stream as we ride these incredible cosmic waves that are upon us. So I'm just doing a little drop-in today to let you all know that I'm offering 3 meditations tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday night. So that's the 11th, 12th, and the 13th. And they're all at 9:11 p.m. and you can access them through the SPREAKER app. So there's a lot of details. Aloha, Tracy. There's a lot of details in the description box below here for how to join on. And we've done these SPREAKER transmissions before. So if you've been on the SPREAKER transmissions before and you have the app already on your phone, all you need to do is come on at 9:11, check your app, and go into Unity Transmissions, and it should say going live, and just jump on board. And we are going to do 3 nights of traversing the Golden Gate and being in coherence together as a pod and letting that energy emanate out to all of life, all of creation, aligning with all of our global family, our cosmic family, our celestial family, as we go through these miraculous gates of the solar eclipse, which sets all the energy for the Miracle Jubilee celebration of the winter solstice and so on. And so I just love being in the transmission with all of you. And I want to invite you all to join or share this with your friends if you think your friends and family might be interested. And maybe some of your friends and family aren't quite on board right now or aren't fully aware of the mass transformation that's happening on the planet inside of all of consciousness, the Schumann resonance taking these great big leaps, and just everything that's going on. So just send the invitation out to them. All the information is below, and you can just send that on to them, so we don't have many more of those cars on Gaia. Let's unify in coherence and move forth with Gaia into the new realities that we already know exist inside of us. And so I often like to share that amazing scene from the Celestine prophecies when a group of people are in a coherent field of expanded consciousness together, and all of a sudden the reality switches right in front of them in the blink of an eye, and light starts coming out of their bodies. That we are activating our diamond light bodies right now. We just finished 4 weeks of online retreats with incredible transmissions. They were all extremely profound. Have recordings for all of those for anyone who's interested. If you're interested in those recordings, just send me an email to peaceloveandmiracles@gmail.com and say more info on the online retreats of the past 4 weeks. And so our diamond light bodies are really activating. It's real. Our DNA is designed to open to light. And so that's what's happening inside. So a lot of you might have found in November, you were like in deep, deep rest, like really extended periods of rest. That's because our bodies are alchemizing. We're turning into hominis luminous. So I'm going to share something really cool with you that for many, many years, I worked with the Rochelle grid groups that were in Crestone, Colorado. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. That's called gifting. So I worked very closely with the group in Crestone, Colorado, as I did the grid work on the planet, very closely with Bill Bueller and Edie Skywalker and just all these amazing beings, and Mayan Artumid and so on. And so at one point in the journey of all the grid work, many of the people in the grid group had blood samples taken by a naturopath who did live blood cell analysis. And what was amazing is that everyone that was highly involved in the Rochelle grid group had these orbs of light showing up in their blood. And the naturopath said that he had never seen anything like it before. The blood cells, on the corners of the blood cells were these little red stars and little blue stars visible. The naturopath photographed and videotaped everything. And so I was like, oh my God, that's the red and blue kachina of the Hopi prophecy, right in the blood. The blood cells are turning into light. And then in the videos, we got to watch all these little orbs of light that were so bright, seeking each other out in the bloodstream to form these chains of light. And the light was so bright in the bloods, in these little orbs, that we were all going like, wow, it's too bright to even look at this video. Ominous, luminous scientific evidence. So it's happening, it's real inside. And so that's what these transmissions are helping to guide us through, is that transformation in the body, and to connect into all of the circuitry in the head, all of the circuitry in our diamond-like bodies. We are holographic beings, just like the dragonfly's wings. The dragonfly's wings are telling us that right from our chest comes a holographic field of information, the living library. And so this transformation is happening inside of us right now, and we are part of Gaia. We are one with the earth, and we are one with the consciousness of Gaia. And so we are being prepped to move forward into these new realities in the blink of an eye. And so that's why I've been sharing the online retreats, to help people understand coherence is key. So I share this every time. What does coherence mean? Coherence means, to me, coherence means neutrality. I put a definition in the description box of coherence here, and coherence is like unifying as a whole. So that's what's happening on the planet right now. On Monday is a solar eclipse. Unify is doing a global meditation to unify people all over the world. So when we keep coming into coherence in a unified field together over and focusing on one specific thing, coherence, key, that brings the consciousness together. It's like we're all giving our agreement to the cosmos to say we're ready to make this quantum leap together. So these three meditations that I'm going to offer in the next 3 nights are to bring us into a field of coherence together, a field of coherence and a field of cosmic love, so that people can really experience the cosmic love that is coursing within us. The transmissions have a way of going into our DNA and our RNA and unlocking the little circuits for us, so that we can get these experiences of our divinity, so that we can hold the field coherent. So the thing I always share, if you're stressed, if you're in anxiety, if you don't feel coherent, if you have symptoms in your body, cross your ankles, cross your wrists, clasp your hands together, close your eyes, and deep breathe until you feel a shift. If you do that, I promise you will experience a shift inside of yourself, because that brings the hemispheres of your brain together. And when the hemispheres of the brain together work as one brain, then the whole body comes into alignment. So that is the key, is the 2 hemispheres of the brain working together. Then everything in the body, all this circuitry, all the mechanics of physical ascension begin to kick in. And so we bring everything into alignment. It makes the journey way more enjoyable than being bumped around by all of the waves of uncertainty and those karmic fields that we've been clearing inside of ourselves for all of the patterns that we put out into our reality. It all comes back, so we can take it all back inside of ourselves. And the way to take it back inside of ourselves is through coherence. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. That's called gifting. And it would be so cool to have a great turnout on these 3 meditations for the next 3 nights. So they're going to be at 9:11 p.m. Pacific starting tonight. That's probably in, I don't know what time it is right now, but let's say that's approximately 5 hours from now. If you need to check your time zone converter, please do that. Okay, and the meditations probably be maybe about an hour long. I never really know, because they're all transmission. But the guidance always gives clues in the names of the retreats that we do. And this one is about the Golden Gate, traversing the Golden Gate. And so inside our head, we have these things called the thalamic gates. And the thalamic gate takes us through the Golden Gate. The silver gate is the gate of man. The Golden Gate is the gate of God. So as all the puzzle pieces of your reality come together, that is you putting together your gate of man, so that you can go through the silver gate in totality into the gate of God, which is to embody your divinity. So this all has to do with mechanics and circuitry inside of the body, and all the different other aspects and essences of our being, all the different levels of who we are in the non-physical. It's all coming together. So probably lots of pieces of your puzzle are coming together right now, which means it's great because you're putting together all the pieces for your silver gate to be open and complete to move through the golden gate. And so in order to join the next 3 meditations over the next 3 nights, all the instructions are in the description box. Don't get freaked out by them. I'm just putting as many details as possible. You can either download the SPREAKER app onto your phone and go to the Unity Transmissions podcast, or you can access the SPREAKER in your web browser through your phone or your computer, and also go to Unity Transmissions. I'm going to start at 9:11 with music, which allows people time to get on. And if in a minute or two after 9:11 you're not seeing a going live or some kind of message like that, it's different on all the different phones and stuff. You want to refresh your app, log in, log out of your app again, and refresh your browser. And then as long as you are in the Unity Transmissions podcast page, a little link will come up that says live or going live, and you'll hear the live stream meditation transmission that we are sharing to traverse the golden gates together. This is the key. We're doing it this time together. Last week in our online retreats, we basically, the pod was guided through all these meditations to access the golden gates, ignite these diamond light bodies that are shining through our eyes, and uplift Earth back into the consciousness of Gaia. And when we did, the guidance took us all together through the golden gates. Mission complete. What we came here to do is uplift the Earth back into her 7D consciousness of Gaia, and then all of us can go through the gates together, no one left behind. So please join the transmission meditations tonight. They will be starting, some noisy boys downstairs. They'll be starting 9:11 Pacific. These transmissions will help us to feel and establish coherence inside of ourselves, and then feel that coherence as a pod together through the physical, the non-physical. Everyone is having these amazing breakthroughs and experiences. We love we so much. I see a little message from Miss Strongheart saying you and Sheldon are there together. Woohoo! We love we. Please share these links out for the love streams if they're inspiring. That's called gifting. And Facebook has been doing a really big favor for me in the last many miracle months, which is reducing viewership from, like an average of 100 people per love stream to about less than 20. So your help is appreciated, and share the link, share it with your friends, bring your family in, even if they don't know what meditation is. It doesn't matter, because what comes through the space between the words of the transmission is very hypnotic. It puts people into an alpha brain state so that their body can relax and the higher sacred bodies can come into the physical and do whatever each person needs. People have spontaneous healings and all kinds of things in the presence of the transmission, and walls go in and out of time and space. All that cool stuff, because we're accessing our interdimensional capacities now. So bring your friends and join me at 9:11 for the next 3 nights for these coherence meditations traversing the golden gates, because we're all doing this together. And it just lines us up in perfection with the solar eclipse that's happening Pacific time Monday morning around 8:45 or something. You have to check the time. Unifies meditation, I believe they're going live at 7 a.m. on Monday morning, and they're unifying with elders in Argentina who are there to acknowledge and celebrate the solar eclipse. Remember, eclipses are life changers. So that when the eclipse happens, that's the moment that we're literally assisted into 0 point, everyone. And that's the moment that one can take an absolute quantum leap in a completely new direction in our life. And that's why we've been doing all this clearing, so we can put ourselves right in the center of that solar eclipse, align ourselves with the 0 point at the center of the solar eclipse, and bring in an entirely new cosmic consciousness to our bodies, to our vehicles, to our collective, to our humanity, to our world, for this great garden called Earth, and for our movement forth with the beautiful Earthship Merkaba into the realms of Gaia. The Earth is going from terrestrial to celestial, and isn't this a miraculous time to be upon this divine garden together? So I am excited for all of you who join, and just, yeah, all you have to do is download the Spreaker app. It's all the information is there in the description box. So get your Spreaker app all set up so you're ready for 9/11 p.m. Share this with your friends if you love and appreciate them and you want them to experience the unity transmission. Woo! Love we so much. Aloha.